Hello everyone, welcome to Monday afternoon footy from the MCG. Delighted to be with you for Carlton versus Geelong. Matthew Lloyd, huge challenge for the Blues. The Cats are in awesome form.
They are, Hutto, and it's great to be here to watch them because I didn't really get the privilege when I was playing with Essendon, but if you want to watch a side play at the moment, it's the Geelong Football Club.
Well, let's have a look at Carlton. Obviously, Chris Judd returned last week. They get McLean back. It's probably their best-looking team for the year so far.
Oh, what an inspiration he was last week in Adelaide. They came off a real disappointing loss to the Bombers in round 3, and he was inspirational. Jamison down back's really important, but can they kick a winning score with the smalls in Betts, Yarran and Gartlett?
Yeah, that's the question, isn't it? Let's have a look at the Cats line up their opposition today. As we said, an amazing third quarter last week. They kicked 11 goals, 7 against Port Adelaide. There is one late change. Joel Corey is out, but Max Rook comes in.
He does. He's added a lot of hardness to their side along with Selwood, and huge job for Tom Lonergan. He's done a fantastic job in Matty Scarlett's absence.
So any hope for the Blues? Who are you going for?
I'm going for the Cats. I expect them to win by 6 or 7 goals.
All right, let's go to the opening bats.
It's the best team in the land in Geelong, up against a Carlton that fancies itself as being a top 8 side. They've been hot and cold, the Blues, in recent weeks. Last week they were very, very good. Satanta O'Halpin at centre-half forward. He's their leading goal kicker with 10. Harry Taylor, his opponent, was just outstanding for Geelong last week.
30 disposals, 15 contested. Certainly number 1 in the competition for contested marks. Underway here, Monday at the MCG. Carlton versus Geelong. Ablett tries to find his way through. His handball intercepted by Murphy. Off to Judd. Kicks deep into the pocket. Wasn't a great kick. Intercepted by Wajinski, playing in front. Kicks towards the wing. Ablett making ground. Can he get an accommodating bounce? He can in front of Joseph. Steadies. Nice little left foot kick. Didn't quite have the carry for Mooney. Chance now for Joseph. Oh, the bear hug by Mooney. Takes him over. Boundary throw in. Half forward for the Cats.
Down, throw in. Throw in over the boundary line. He was tackled.
So a willing start. Ablett involved early with a couple of possessions. Half forward for Geelong. Otten's in front. One though by Cruiser to Ablett again, getting his hands on the footy. Selwood harassed by Gibbs. Another boundary throw in at half forward.
Gee, interesting. Gary Ablett, and he's got Joseph, but the interesting one is that Selwood has gone after Chris Judd and Ling has gone after Murphy.
Cruiser wins it again. Judd couldn't quite. Ablett was held. Free kick against Cruiser. So Gary Ablett coming up for his 3rd disposal in the opening seconds of this big game. Kicks into the attacking 50. That is absolutely superb. Podsiadly comes out, marks 40 metres from goal, but the kick from Ablett was absolutely sensational, right?
I don't know if we'll see it, Chriso, but the 3 Geelong forwards huddled together and then they broke into the space that they'd created in front of them. Podsiadly out in front. You can see there, the 3 of them all together, bit of blocking for each other. Gee, that's good teamwork, but as you called it, the kick was what topped it off.
2 goals in his opening game for the Cats against the Dockers. 5 last week against Port Adelaide. What a start this would be. The left footer from 45 just squeezed it right. So disappointing start. 1 behind to the Cats. Carlton yet to score.
Jordan Russell brings it back into play. For how long? Not long.
Well, this is interesting that Selwood's gone after Judd. We didn't think that would happen. We thought Ling would take him for sure, the 2 captains going head to head, but it hasn't worked out that way. And Ling has gone after Mark Murphy.
Armfield's going to get there first for the Blues. Just had a fraction of a time to assess the situation, which he did pretty well. Russell and Walker involved again on the way out, but we'll need a little bit better system than that.
And I reckon it's interesting because it really throws down the challenge to Selwood to... He's mainly an attacking player, but he will have to be defensive against Judd. Look, he's good enough to do both roles.
He's probably been a fraction below his best the last couple of weeks, Selwood, but he sets very high standards. Top of the goal scorer, and Mooney, so threatening the Cats' big tall forwards at this early stage. 1 up on Jamison now as Mooney takes the mark about 25 metres out.
They are, Hutto, and that was a beautiful kick from Joel Selwood. And maybe being off the last couple of weeks, they've said to him, go to the best Carlton midfielder, and that's Chris Judd, and it's a worrying sign. 2 easy shots on goal for the Cats early in this first quarter.
The other thing, I'm not sure Judd will play tight on Selwood when he needs to.
Yeah, good point. Mooney comes in, puts it through, Cats are away. You can never be too sure with Cameron Mooney's set shot, so that's a nice start for him.
Gee, they fed that ball backwards nicely with 2 handballs just to create a little bit of space for Selwood, who was able to put that ball to Mooney's advantage.
Often been a criticism of Chris Judd, maybe not knowing where his opponent is. He's just not working off Selwood. You see behind the contest, Judd a couple of metres off, and that's enough to set up the goal for Cameron Mooney.
Great start by the Cats. Back in the centre, Cruiser does well. Chance at ground level for Judd. Great evasive skills. Loops the handball. Wasn't a great handball though. Intercepted by Ablett. Wojcinski. Kick short to Selwood. Oh gee, had it spent. Was able to recover though. Wojcinski shares it with Podsiadly. Short kick effective. James Kelly's got it now at right half forward for the Cats. Driving kick. Johnson couldn't take it. Hands in the back.
We saw yesterday on Anzac Day, big game, Essendon and Collingwood. We see Joel Selwood here. He's hard at the ball. We saw Essendon not coming to play in the first quarter. Carlton need to lift their intensity early in this first quarter.
It's Walker with the job of taking Carlton up to the wing and maybe beyond if Yaron can keep his footing here, which he did expertly against Wojcinski. Helping, got inside Taylor. It's all there for him. Betts, well-placed ball. He can watch it, but unfortunately went the wrong way.
And Houlihan screaming out at Satanta, you needed to put it to the top of the square. He's been in the system 6 or 7 years, Satanta, still got a lot to learn.
Well, interestingly, his response was, you come at me. I reckon that's what he was saying.
Yeah, I think he just should pull his head in, Satanta.